Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. And before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask for all those XRP holders out there, how are you guys doing? Comment down below. Also hit that like button. And for all of those out there that are not subscribed right now, over 50% of you guys aren't. Definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and turning notifications on to never miss a future update by the end of this video. And with that being said, let's just dive in and let's start with the overall price action within the market. So Bitcoin has essentially almost tried to break out yet again of the 23.8K region. That is the local high that it recently hit just about, I want to say like 3 or 4 days ago. We failed to break out of it yet again. Today was, well, I should say yesterday was the weekly candle close because I am recording this at around roughly almost midnight. But as we do look at the overall price action in the market, we are still looking pretty good on most altcoins. Altcoins are still continuing to jump out a little bit. Some of them are up double-digit figures. On the 7-day span, you can really kind of see these altcoins jumping. It has been an incredible time to really kind of look at some of these altcoins and say, okay, yeah, I know which ones are undervalued. Let's jump in. And then all of a sudden, you know, a couple days later or even weeks later, you're already up. If you guys have been following the Patreon or even just following the channel, LCX did an incredible gain. ALBT, incredible gain. There's been a few other ones. The Graph did a massive run. Link was doing pretty good as well. HBAR, Casper. I mean, some of these are starting to break out a little bit. I'm waiting for Casper to catch up. I know Casper has been really kind of lagging behind, but we are watching Casper as well because it is trying to jump out of 4 cents. If we can see that, then 5.5 cents will be targeted. But nonetheless, as we do look at the overall market cap of crypto, we are starting to see something pretty interesting here. So I'm on the 5-day span, and yes, we are at a significant resistance area. The last time that we were at this area, as you guys do see, we have seen a rejection every single time. Back here, we've seen a nice rejection back into a retest of this area before we ended up getting that, you know, massive drop in November. Now, we are still fighting right now the 55-day EMA. What I have been looking at and addressing, though, is this level up here, which would be the 200. And this is also major resistance from August. Now, on the weekly, we just recently seen our weekly candle close. It wasn't bad, but it closed right against major resistance. So this has me concerned quite a bit. I want to see a major breakout on this and a break above $1.11.5 trillion, which is the 50 weekly moving average. And then, of course, on the monthly, things look incredible, but we need to have this continue in order for this to continue to sustain. By the way, real quick, the area that we kind of came down to rest on was the area of January 2021 on the monthly candle, which is pretty crazy. It was close to it. But nonetheless, we still need a little bit room here to continue to grow and have that full-on confirmation that, okay, yeah, the bull run is on. We are positioned either way. We have our positions that we've taken. We still have stable coins on the sidelines just in case, but there still is a few levels. After this area that gets broken, though, and we clear a lot of this like resistance down here, like this is the lower resistance. I mean, this is like around like roughly 106.3 trillion. Then we target the 382 fib level, which is at 1.25 trillion dollars. This is going to get very, very exciting. But this week in particular is very, very important because right now what we are focused on is the FOMC meeting, because this is where we get the rate hike from the Fed. A lot of people are expecting, you know, 25 BPS. Some people are expecting 50 BPS, but I think the majority is focused on the 50 BPS. And for those that are out there waiting for this FOMC meeting, it's going to be on the 1st. The 1st is going to be the big one. This is where we actually get to see, you know, the rate hike. On the 31st, there's not going to be much information, very similar to like the last ones. But if we do get 25 BPS, then this market's going to continue to pump. If we get anything higher, 50 BPS plus, it's not going to look good. We're going to probably see a crash. So we're definitely focused on that. And also, by the way, March is going to be the big one. So later on this year in March, that's where we get the economic projections from the Fed. That's going to be the big game changer for most of these altcoins. But why am I expecting to continue to see some nice price movement? Well, I think most of retail out there, I think most of the individuals out there are kind of concerned with the overall, entire economy. Because every single major banking entity out there, every single major elite out there has been warning us about a recession. Bank of America warns the U.S. economy will lose 175,000 jobs a month in Q1 of 2023. Not only did we see this, but if we go over to Watch Your Guru, and I recently just retweeted these and I also talked about them, and it's down here. So from Jenny Yellen, she says that the U.S. economy is at risk of a recession, and we even seen, the Biden administration say that crypto is a major risk to the financial system. All of this, what we are seeing, like a lot of this, and I even said it back in the summertime. It's actually funny how all of this came to be. I said in the summertime that we already had confirmation of a recession. We were already in it. 2 negative GDP quarters in a row confirmed that we were in a recession, and I said that we won't see the media talking about this until Q1 of 2023. And guess what? Now we're seeing it. Now they're saying that we're at risk for a recession. Honestly, when I say this, I mean it. This is nonsense. Whenever we see them telling us, hey, a recession's here, it's usually too late, or they're saying it preemptively. This is too early. So as we focus on crypto, do I think that we have a window of incredible opportunity ahead of us? Yeah, 100%. Just seen Jim Cramer say that Bitcoin is being manipulated higher and he wouldn't even touch it. This happened on the 27th. On the 27th. Let's go back to Bitcoin over here on CoinMarketCap, and let's go back to the 27th. So this is actually pretty funny. So here is the 27th, right around this range here. We were sitting at about like $23,000, 22.9K, and look at where we are at now. This is why the media is one of the worst indicators to follow around crypto. You always do the opposite of what they are telling you. Now, with all this in mind, let's talk about XRP. So as we look at XRP and we look at the overall market, so as the market is bouncing back, most people are probably saying, why the hell isn't XRP like going crazy right now? Like XRP in the last month, from the low to the high, went up 10 cents. Now, is 10 cents a big gain? You could argue, yeah, sure it is. But honestly, compared to most altcoins, I mean, this is nothing special to me. But one thing that I will love to note around XRP is that we have this very specific catalyst behind it. I think that a lot of people are expecting a major outcome within the lawsuit within this year. And I think with that, there might be a ton of hype around a possible price action move once we do see a major decision. For an example, from Crypto Area over here, we do see not a hype XRP price post, merely an article I find interesting because of who wrote/published it. The London-based IG Bank is paying attention. A positive outcome for Ripple could see, and remember, keyword there is could, see XRP soar, but with the case in the air, this is far from guaranteed. Now, what I would love to note around this is the fact that if we do see a positive outcome in the XRP case, and from what we're seeing, it could be within the first half of 2023. Even Brad Garlinghouse is optimistic that we will certainly see this case resolved in 2023 in maybe the first half. Remember, keyword, maybe. And the thing is that this could happen sooner rather than later. We don't know when this is going to be done. But once we do see this case put behind us, we are free to grow rapidly. We already seen Ripple continuously touting on-demand liquidity and promoting it. Ripple just recently talked about companies are exploring integrating crypto into their business, but to maximize business use cases, organizations need an enterprise-level liquidity provider. Now, this is with the Ripple Liquidity Hub. XRP on-demand liquidity is not playing a role at all in this, but this could still, once we do see regulations in place, allow for these businesses to explore liquidity means with XRP through the Liquidity Hub. So, yeah, sure, this doesn't particularly pertain specifically to XRP, but XRP could play a role with this. But it almost looks like Ripple is going to be the one, and I love to see this from Anderson down here. It seems like Ripple could be the one to liquefy the financial system. And this could be very well with XRP. And again, like XRP has a major opportunity in the entire economy. And I've said this time and time again in the past. I really do think that XRP's use case is very optimistic for a major price prediction on XRP, because again, if XRP is going to be the source for liquidity for a lot of businesses, companies, and even financial institutions, then obviously, yes, the price of XRP would have to be significantly higher. What is that, price? Nobody will be able to tell you. Yeah, we could predict all day long, but at the end of the day, predictions don't really mean much. But I will say, I'm optimistic about double digits for XRP in the next bull run if we can get this case put behind us. Because again, we even do see over here from Ripple, new year, faster payments, learn how corporate treasury teams can leverage a crypto-enabled payment solution to improve cash flow planning, enhance commercial terms, and more. This is with on-demand liquidity for corporate enterprises. And why wouldn't they utilize XRP? Think about it. As a corporate entity or as a business entity, you are improving your cash flow. You are allowing to have a lot more cash on hand to cover any expenses, to cover anything. And this is freeing up a ton of working capital. It is a no-brainer solution. And also, we do see over here from Ripple, they recently posted this video going back on the 18th. This is with Xrp'S. We're building solutions that expand financial inclusion in Southeast Asia and beyond. Learn how Ripple made it easier for Xrp'S to connect the partners and make cross-border payments faster, cheaper, and more convenient for their customers in Korea. Now, I'm not going to play this video. It's about 1 minute and 52 seconds long. If you guys do want to go and look at this, you guys can over on the Customers tab. But when we look at what Xrp'S has done and what we have done for Xrp'S from Ripple's standpoint, we could see that Ripple is helping them make these cross-border payments a lot more efficient. And if you look at the overall case study, you can see the goal is to enhance financial inclusion for economic migrants and their families by questioning the status quo and creating innovative new services. And you can see the solution. When we look at the solution, Ripple is going beyond the means of the standardized approach and helping them overcome all of the main challenges of cross-border remittances, including hidden costs, multi-day transaction times, and an inconvenient user experience for both senders and receivers. When we take a look at this, I don't look at this as like oh, yeah, this is going to be huge for XRP's price. I look at it as how big of an opportunity this is for the technology behind crypto as well. Because I've always talked about how early we are, but when we take a look at the cross-border payments market, we haven't even, like, the amount of money left there to target, the percentage that we are disrupting in the cross-border payments market is minimal. When we get to the point where we're disrupting 1%, 5%, 10%, things are going to look entirely different. See, a lot of people are expecting immediate price action on XRP. Like, they think that XRP is supposed to be at $10 right now, $20 right now. Let me take a step back with you guys real quick. Let's take a look at what the solution is behind XRP with Ripple. Okay, they're disrupting a $156 trillion current market cap market, projected to be worth $250 trillion by 2025, or I think it might have been 2027. And when we take a look at that, right, that market's ever growing. The value behind it is going to continue to grow rapidly. Now, I want to ask you all, with what Ripple is doing, with who Ripple is targeting, and where XRP itself as a digital asset is positioned with their solution, why should we expect immediate price action? Because you got to remember that with who they're targeting, with what they're doing, there's going to be a ton of NDAs in place. There's going to be a lot of planning behind it. This takes time. What they are doing is going to take time. For those out there that are expecting to put money in on Monday and get rich by Friday, I hate to break it to you, that's just not how things work around here. The best way to make money in this game is to expect the lowest price targets, prepare for those lowest price targets. That way, when we go over them, you are extremely happy. I always say that with a lot of this technology within crypto, we are so damn early. I mean, think about how early we actually are in crypto. Take a step back and then look at it as okay, well, where will we be at in 5 years? Because go back 5 years to 2018 to now, and things look entirely different. Not only that, but you have a lot of individuals that will work 40 years to retire and be patient for 40 years waiting for retirement. And again, we're in a market that's so nascent, so early, and most people can't even wait 5 years. I say this with, again, I say this with the viewpoint that crypto itself is sitting at a $1 trillion market cap, where I am expecting somewhere within the $10 trillion range next bull run. Anywhere between like $7 to $10 trillion is perfect for me. And from our current level that we are at price-wise to these higher targets up here, this is like a 6x to a 10x for the entire crypto market. So just imagine where a lot of these top 10 tokens, these top 25 tokens will be. This is why patience is a tool that everyone should have in their arsenal, and also practice. Because outside of crypto, things, they move very slow. In crypto, making a 10x gain in a year, maybe 2 years, even 3 years, that's incredible. But it's not just going to be a 10x. We all know this. It's going to be a 20 plus X. It's going to probably, when we look at Xrp's prices, I've always expected anywhere between the $10 to $15 range. But even if it hits just $8, that is a 20x opportunity. So to me personally, when we take a look at this market and we take a look at where this market is headed, we have such an incredible opportunity ahead of us. And I am so excited for that opportunity to be realized in. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because I'm more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As I hope that you all have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.